Hi guys, back again. So for this video we're going to be talking about Men in Black 2 and the trailer for that. So let's just get right into it. So first of all, the first thing that we see is that it presents the Columbia ident. So it just shows who's contributed and what company has presented this film. And then it shows us the two main characters, and after showing the two of them, it then cuts to black screens, and with each black screen it displays the actor's name. And then also big amounts of CGI was used to show the Earth from space, plus along with a collection of other planets at the start to sort of show the diversity of all the characters that we will possibly see within this film and the trailer. Now, why is this a good thing? Well, since it's CGI, it's quite interesting, and so people will get quite excited and interested in how else they might be using CGI. So then that brings in more of an audience from the sort of scientific side. And then we also have the voiceover during the whole CGI space scene to introduce the Men in Black organization. So then that just helps with people that may not have seen the first film to get a quick background on what this organization are, or if you have seen the first film, just a quick recap, just so you haven't forgotten anything from the first film. So we have the two main characters as Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. Further on in the trailer, it cuts to a black background once again, and this time it's showing off and naming the director of the film, which is Barry Sonnenfeld, which I think is how you say it. The whole trailer relates back to the first film, but is flipped, since in the first film it was Tommy Lee Jones's character who had found Will Smith's character and then brought him into the organisation and trained him from the ground up. But this time around, and you'd know this if you had seen the first film, Tommy Lee Jones's character actually erased his own memory as he wanted to get away from the Men in Black organisation and live a normal life. But then this obviously meant that he had no recognition of who this organisation were or are, and has no idea who Will Smith's character is. And so now from that, it shows us that Will Smith's character goes to find Tommy Lee Jones's character, and as suspected, he has no idea who Will Smith's character is. And you see how this progresses throughout the trailer, and that he is showing him the organisation once again, showing him, getting him all fitted into the black suits, which is the Men in Black organisation's trademark, if you will. And then it goes on to the credits, and it says for some things it says coming 2002, and there's a huge full screen for the credits showing you who and what companies has contributed to the film. And once again, this is very important, as all the minor and major people who have taken part, they all need to be given credit where credit is due. And so this can also further help the film gain more of a target audience, as some of the more major companies and people who have been involved with the film might have quite a large fan base, so that will help bring their fan base to come watch the film, as they can rely on this company or person to make good films in the past, so hopefully they suspect the same thing for this current film. Now, even though it's an action film, it's not all extremely fast-paced. It's more of just a serious film, which is suggested through the background music which is played, which is non-diegetic, and it's basically, you know, it's slow, and the pitch is quite low, and it's just constant throughout the whole film, which, you know, just backs up how it's just not full-on action running around everywhere, but, you know, there's some serious into it. Since that, you know, they are an organisation and they are smartly dressed, and they're going to act how an organisation would in any way to keep themselves presentable. And also because, since it is a secret organisation, they want to keep quite low key, as obviously they can't be letting everyone know what their organisation is. But that's also why they have the thing called the neuralizer, I think is what it's called, which again erases people's memories, as I said earlier with Tommy Lee Jones's character.